Hi, I'm Nick Martin, Director of Managed Services here at MainStreet IT Solutions, and today I have a very simple question to ask. What does a Jewish mathematician from World War II have to do with cybersecurity today? Stick around, find out. Abraham Wald was born in 1902 what was then the Austro-Hungarian Empire. The grandson of a rabbi, Wald had grown quickly as a bright and young, talented student, which enabled him to study mathematics at the University of Vienna. Upon completion of his studies, Wald was offered a job in what would then take him to Colorado Springs in the United States in the early 1930s. Because of this move and his intellectual prowess, Wald ended up getting another job that would take him to New York, where he would study and help develop with other mathematicians a different type of weapon for World War II being developed in the United States. There was one story in particular where Wald and his teammates were trying to solve. Stop the enemy from shooting down your planes. The simple solution is adding armor, but yet add too much armor, it weighs the plate down, causing a different set of problems. Not enough, still haven't solved the problem. So that's where Wald and his teammates come in. Where do they add the armor? Fortunately, the military had data at their disposal. They were able to examine planes coming back from battle and the various bullet hole patterns distributed among the plane. This data showed that planes can come back while being shot up, so this would be able to give the pilots a better advantage of engaging the enemy and returning home safely. And after examining the various planes and after examining the various bullet hole distribution, the military was sure that they had their answer. Add armor to where the bullet holes were on the returning planes. This would ensure they had adequately protected the pilot. But Abraham Wald had other ideas. He reasoned that the returning planes were in fact showing us the opposite effect. The mere reality that these planes were returning with bullet holes and returning safely were a testimony to the fact that the planes can take bullet holes in those specific areas identified. But what about the bullet holes in the planes not returning home, the ones that don't make it home safely? Re-examining the data, they actually discovered that the returning planes did not have much damage around one or two critical areas: the engines and the cockpit. The military went on to take Wald's idea and reinforce those two critical areas. And what they saw was a substantial decrease in planes being shot down in the battlefield. And in fact, they ended up using this method through several wars, including both the Korean and Vietnam Wars, which is a testimony to Wald's insight on the situation. So what does the story have to do with cybersecurity? Well, according to Wald and mathematicians everywhere, we really need to be asking ourselves two critical questions. What assumptions are you making, and are they justified? Just like in the story of Wald, there was an assumption made about planes returning home with bullet holes. It ended up being incorrect. It's the same for us today with cybersecurity and many other facets of life. But the reality is that around cybersecurity today, we still find many businesses holding the wrong assumptions over cybersecurity best practices. There's assumptions made that they don't need this type of protection. They're not the intended target, or they don't really need to invest that much because they don't believe they can be touched. And these are there are serious consequences to these types of actions and assumptions made. Here at MainStreet IT Solutions, we believe in giving back and adding value through cybersecurity and IT solutions. If you don't feel like you have the right partnership or you don't feel like you have the right alignment of value, please contact us at 717-354-8385 or online at mainstreetitsolutions.com. Don't forget to like and subscribe.